Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending on when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your brother, your boy, courserepscorner. Like I always tell you guys, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's our corner.
I don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love.
I am the newly deployed Director, Defense Media Operations, Major General E.S. Buba. Updated on operational matters involving our armed forces. At present, the military is involved in 9 operations across the length and breadth of the country. These operations cut across the 6 geopolitical zones, and these operations are aimed at tackling the security challenges confronting the country. For this reason, the military has activated war mode to crush and decisively deal with these threats. Indeed, the offensive posture activated will cause the perpetrators of these nefarious acts to reconsider their position. Today's brief will therefore cover significant operational activities across the 6 geopolitical zones for the period 13th to 20th July 2023. I will begin with the Northeast, where we have Joint Task Force Operation Hadden-Kai. During the period under review, troops of Operation Hadden-Kai neutralized some terrorists in Mafa local government area of Borno State. Troops also arrested high-profile terrorist collaborators in Kukawa and Konduga local government areas of the same state, Borno State. Owing to troops' onslaught, some active terrorist fighters also surrendered to troops. They claimed that they have lost interest in the terrorist ideology. However, this may not be unconnected with media operations conducted by the military. The air component of Operation Hadden-Kai conducted several air operations across terrorist enclaves and their logistics bases in order to degrade them. Notably, the air component conducted air reconnaissance and intelligence at terrorist hideouts in Yawa, Borno State. The location was active with terrorist activities, thereafter acquired and then subsequently attacked with bombs. After action review revealed that many of the terrorists were neutralized and their structures destroyed. In the course of operations, troops of Operation Hadden-Kai recovered 7 AK-47 rifles, 2 FN rifles, 1 .36 hand grenade, 100 rounds of 7.62 special ammo, 2 mobile phones, food items, and the sum of 2,104,000 naira. Troops equally neutralized 6 terrorists and arrested 8 suspected terrorist collaborators. Troops rescued 10 kidnapped civilians during these operations. Let's now move to the North Central Joint Task Force Operation Safe Haven. Troops of Operation Safe Haven raided criminal hideouts and recovered weapons. Troops also got ambushed along road Mangu Punshit while trying to respond to distress call about assailants attacking citizens in Mangu local government area of the state. Troops charged through the ambush, overcame it. Thereafter, troops also neutralized 3 of the assailants while others escaped. Troops exploited the general area and recovered 3 AK-47 rifles, 14 rounds of 7.62 special ammo, a motorcycle, and a fake police officer's ID card. Next is Operation Wild Stroke, which is also in North Central. Troops of Operation Wild Stroke raided kidnappers' hideouts at Duduguru village in Obi local government of Nasarawa state. In a separate operation, troops rescued kidnapped victims at Chinkai forest in Ukari local government area of Taraba state. In the course of operations, troops of Operation Wild Stroke recovered 1 AK-47 rifle, 1 fabricated pistol, 1 locally made pistol, 1 pump action gun, 14 rounds of 7.62 special ammo, a motorcycle, mobile phone, and the sum of 35,000 naira among others. Troops also neutralized 9 bandits and arrested 10 suspects while rescuing 9 kidnapped civilians. Let's now take a look at the Northwest, Operation Hadarin Daji. Troops of Operation Hadarin Daji raided bandit hideouts in 5 separate operations conducted during the period. Troops fighting patrol conducted operations around villages, towns, and mountains at Batsari, Tangaza, and Maru local government areas of Katsina, Sokoto, and Zamfara states, respectively. Indeed, on the 10th of July, troops responded to information on terrorist attack at Nahuta village in Batsari local government area of Katsina state. Troops made contact with the terrorists. Following a firefight, troops neutralized 1 terrorist while others fled. Troops recovered 2 motorcycles and a den gun, as well as destroyed the terrorist camp and their storage facilities. Similarly, on the 13th of July, following a tip-off, troops at Forward Operational Base Danjiga arrested 1 suspected terrorist collaborator tasked by a notorious terrorist kingpin Nagala Jabi to move livestock from Magami general area to Danjiga Cattle Market in Safi local government area of Zamfara State. Troops recovered the sum of 1,104,000 naira. Suspects and recovered items are still in troops' custody and investigation is ongoing. Also on the 14th of July, troops at Ford Operational Base Fangal Tama responded to information of terrorist rustling animals in Maru local government area of Zamfara State en route Sububu Forest. On arrival, the terrorists fled, abandoning 33 cattle and 188 sheep. The recovered livestock is being handed over to the Committee on Recovered Rustle Animals in Zamfara State. The air component of Operation Hadirin Daji conducted several air operations to degrade terrorist groups and their logistics base, pursuant to denying them freedom of action. Notably, on the 10th of July, following intelligence and confirmatory intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, a terrorist enclave was uncovered. Thereafter, the enclave was acquired, air interdiction was conducted at Babangida in Kankara and Sola in Jabia local government areas. The targets were successfully engaged with rockets, dislodging the terrorists. Let's now flip over to Operation Wild Punch in the Northwest. During the period under review, troops ambushed and neutralized terrorists in Igabi local government area. In a separate operation, troops fighting patrol made contact and neutralized some terrorists in Biningwari and Giwa local government areas of Kaduna State. The air component of Operation Wild Punch conducted several air interdictions to degrade terrorist groups and their logistics bases, pursuant to denying them freedom of action. Notably, the air component of Operation Wild Punch conducted air interdiction at Shalupe, a newly uncovered Boko Haram terrorist location in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. The targets were acquired and successfully attacked with rockets, which destroyed some of the huts, damaging buildings, and dislodging the terrorists. In the course of operations, troops of Operation Wild Punch neutralized 9 terrorists and recovered 1 AK-47 rifle loaded with 3 rounds of 7.62 special, 1 Dane gun, 5 motorcycles, 2 mobile phones, and 322 livestock. Troops also arrested 15 suspected criminals and rescued 20 kidnapped civilians. Let's now catch up with what's happening in the South-South. Joint Task Force Operation Delta Safe. troops of Operation Delta Safe intercepted and destroyed a vessel involved in crude oil theft. Troops also destroyed several illegal refining sites, while the air component conducted air interdiction to destroy active illegal refining sites. Indeed, on the 7th of July, troops and operators of Tantika surveillance contractors intercepted a vessel loaded with suspected stolen crude oil and arrested 12 suspects, one of which is a Ghanaian and the remaining 11 Nigerians. The vessel was arrested between the boundaries of Delta and Ondo State. The vessel, MT Tura 2, reportedly owned by Holab Maritime Services Limited, has a tank capacity of 800,000 liters. The vessel was previously named Ali Rita Bay. Now, close inspection on the vessel revealed that only 2 compartments were partially filled with about 150 metric tons, which is approximately 178,000 liters. This quantity is less than a quarter of the vessel. The vessel, upon arrest, was moved to Okorosa in Warri Southwest Local Government Area of Delta State. The voyage of the vessel revealed that it originated from Lagos and was heading to the Republic of Cameroon as its destination. The vessel captain admitted to having been engaged in several illegal activities of the same illegal activity, that's oil theft, for the past 4 years. Consequently, on the 11th of July, the vessel was destroyed in accordance with extant operating procedures that stipulates the instant destruction of any vessel, vehicle, or equipment associated with oil theft. The air component of Operation Delta Safe conducted several air interdictions to degrade and restrict the activities of the oil thieves. Notably, on the 10th and the 11th of July, the air component of Operation Delta Safe conducted air interdiction missions at Samkri and LM Kalabari, respectively. Overhead the locations, the active illegal refining sites were engaged with rockets and some of the equipment were destroyed in the process. Now, in the course of operations, troops of Operation Delta Safe recovered 367,200 liters of crude oil, 27,150 liters of automotive gas oil, 550 assorted rounds of ammunition, 12 calibers of weapons, 7 empty magazines, 17 cutlasses, 3 vehicles, 9 motorcycles, daggers. Troops also destroyed over 22 illegal refining sites, over 15 wooden boats, over 34 storage tanks, over 96 ovens, and over 16 dug-out pits, while a total of 60 suspected criminals were apprehended within the period. It is noteworthy to state that an estimated sum of 202,788,300 naira was denied the oil thieves during the period in focus. Let's now cross over to the southeast, where we have Joint Task Force Operation Udoka. During the period under review, troops neutralized indigenous people of Biafra and the Eastern Security Network gunmen. Troops also raided hideouts of the Eastern Security Network criminals and gunmen located in Ohio-Zara, Aniri, Calabar South, and Ikwo local government areas of Ebonyi, Enugu, and Cross River states, respectively. In the course of the operation, troops of Operation Udoka recovered one AK-47 rifle, 4 pump-action gun, 1 den gun, 86 live cartridges. Troops also neutralized 1 criminal and apprehended 12 suspects. Also recovered all recovered items, arrested suspects, and rescued abducted civilians have been handed over to the relevant authorities. Now, the last but not the least, Operation Awase in the southwest. Troops of Operation Awase intercepted a lorry with 2 occupants conveying concealed ammunition cartridges that originated from Mali and was to be delivered to the owner in Onitsha. Troops also arrested an impostor with fake military ID cards. Indeed, on the 15th of July, troops of Operation Awase during stop and search operation along road Ajilete, Owode in Yewa South local government area of Ogun State intercepted and arrested a truck with 2 occupants, one a Ghanaian, the other a Nigerian. A search on the truck led to the discovery of 702 cartons of 12 caliber Red Star cartridges, each carton containing 25 cartridges. Also arrested were 250 packets containing 10 cartridges of black pellets. All these items were concealed underneath the truck. Troops also recovered 2 mobile phones, 1 ECOWAS ID card belonging to one Mr. Eric, as well as the sums of 245,000 naira, 125,000 sefa, and 60 Ghanaian cedis. The arrested suspects claimed that their journey originated from Mali. They passed through Idiroko and were heading to Onitsha in Anambra State to deliver the items to the owner. Now, during the course of this brief, I have repeatedly mentioned offensive actions of the military in the ongoing operation that cut across the various theaters. These actions range from rescuing of civilians held hostage by terrorists, rescuing of civilians held hostage by gunmen, and rescuing of civilians held hostage by criminals. It also highlighted actions such as terrorists neutralized, gunmen neutralized, and bandits neutralized. Other actions highlighted include raid on hideouts belonging to kidnappers, raid on hideouts belonging to bandits, and raid on hideouts belonging to gunmen. Not to mention the destruction of illegal refining sites and the arrest of terrorist collaborators. These actions buttress the war mood of the military to crush these threats decisively. The offensive posture by the military, indicated by the ongoing operations, would surely cause the perpetrators of these security challenges to reconsider their position. In the course of operations, you would have observed that the military received support, such as tip-off, intelligence, cooperation and synergy, among others. It is based on some of this that some of the operations were conducted. This is to indicate that the security challenges confronting us require a collective effort, and therefore it is a collective responsibility of all of us. This brings me to the end of my brief. Mr. Odita Sunday from Guardian. Thank you very much for your question. And your question relates to the vessel that was arrested by Joint Task Force Operation Delta Safe in the South-South. Now, what I know is that there is extant operating procedure concerning arrested vehicles, equipments, or vessels that are associated with oil theft. And that procedure stipulates that such equipment, vehicle, or vessels be destroyed instantly. Thank you. As for the question from Mr. Kingsley, Vanguard, the airstrikes in Niger State, Shiroro local government on terrorists and bandits, and they need to give you figures like head count. Thank you for your question, very interesting. But I tell you, like I mentioned earlier, that we are in a war mood. And when you're in war mood, what do? You confirm that the enemy is the adversary in a certain location, confirmed, that there are adversaries, and then what you need to do is what you have to do, which is what we have done. A situation whereby you get head count means that we have to always go into every nook and cranny of the forest, deploy our troops, and start counting the insurgents. We know that they are insurgents. That is the most important thing, and then we do the needful. Thank you very much. I think I can cross over. Okay, thank you very much for your questions, Mr. Solomon Punch. The law and the review. What I can tell you is that in the military, we work with instructions. Whatever instruction we get, we operate with it. If it is reviewed, we will operate with it. We don't make the laws. We work with the laws that are given to us. Thank you very much. Now, for the question, I didn't get your name, sir. Ido. From Mr. Ido. What I can tell you is that we have troops on the ground in the Northeast. And these troops on the ground in the Northeast are well spread across the Northeast to ensure that the adversary does not have freedom of action. And this is indicative from the brief that I've given to you. And this is further buttressed by the war mode which has been activated to make them know that we're coming very decisively against them. Thank you very much.